Hello there, welcome to Play Tennis Practice Yoga. My name is Margit Bannon, and today we're going to practice a really fun version of downward facing dog that utilizes a tennis racket. I always love when we can incorporate the tennis racket in our yoga for tennis practices to see if this perhaps inspires you to try this maybe on court. So let's go ahead and show you how this is done. All you need is your tennis racket. I'm going to stand on my yoga mat today. You could do this on court in your tennis shoes. So I'm starting off from what we call mountain pose. I have my feet about hips width apart. I'm going to take a hold of my racket by the head of the racket. And I'm going to stand up nice and tall from my mountain pose stance to begin. I'm going to inhale and reach my arms up overhead with my racket. Now from here, I'd like you to bend your knees, hinge from your hips, and reach the racket forward. How far forward can you reach it? I'm elongated the spine as I'm going to bring that butt cap to my mat. I'm going to change the positioning of my hands. I'm going to gently pull out with my hands a bit. But primarily, I would like you to reach your hips up and back as you gently press the racket forward. At the same time, you might pull out with your hands on the racket head. I've got my navel drawn in gently towards the spine. Now you'll see that my knees are bent here. I'm a little tighter and through the hamstrings. This also helps me protect my lower back a little bit more. So if you lean towards more tension through the backs of the legs, if you lean towards achiness in the lower back, bent knees might be completely acceptable here. As you progress through this posture, you might find that the legs straighten a little bit more over time or the longer you hold the pose. But know that the most important thing here that we're looking for is an elongation of the spine. So that's first and foremost. And for many of us, we will have to keep a slight bend in the knees in order to achieve that. Now, when I'm ready to come out, I'm going to ground into my feet. I'm going to change the positionings with my hand on the racket again. I want to use my legs to come on up as I reach that racket forward and upward. So again, how tall can I stand up? And then I'm going to lower my arms down. I might take a nice breath here, maybe even roll the shoulders for a moment. And that was downward facing dog with the tennis racket. Try it out on court. Let me know how it felt. I love downward facing dog. Might be my favorite yoga posture. If I had to put it in those top 5 of yoga postures, it definitely would make it towards the top of the list. And so if you enjoyed this practice, please subscribe to my channel. Play Tennis Practice Yoga for videos every Tuesday. Happy practicing in the meantime.